Stacy Dogal, and I'm here with Sandy Pulver. And welcome to The Loop. We'd like to thank our sound people, Jim Boyce and Frey, for doing such a great job for us. And also to Betsy for doing our inspirational poem of the week. This is the last full week of June, which was full of celebrations from Pride Month to Juneteenth. Also, on Wednesday, June 24th, it's National Bring Your Dog to Work Day, which I'm sure lots of people wish this was every day of the week. I know my parents love to bring their dog everywhere, and I often see my co-anchor with her dog, Bo. I will now turn it over to my co-anchor, Sandy.
Well, thank you, Stacy, for being here and filling in for Joy this morning. And for you dedicated out there viewing our show every week. Get your pen and paper ready to take notes. We have a lot to share with you this morning. I am Sandy Pulver, co-host, and excuse my little bit of a cold, but it's not a cold, it is science. So, nobody's going to get sick up here. I'm going to get back to you, Stacy.
Thank you, Sandy. So we have a big week for birthdays this week. So we'd like to wish a happy birthday, Monday, June 22nd, to Sue Wheeler. On Tuesday, the 23rd, it's Jane Levitt's birthday. On Wednesday, June 24th, Jonathan Smoot. And Thursday, the 25th, Cynthia Phelps, Barbara Taylor, and Ronald Wilhelm. On Friday, June 26th, we have Betty Kohler, Shirley Roswell, and Alicia Snoddergelt. I'm sorry if I'm butchering these names. And then Saturday, the 27th, Sarah Burchard, Judy Gill, and Ida Maddie, I apologize. We'd like to wish you all a very happy birthday this week. Also, our activities for the week include, please check the Bugle for our multiple exercise classes that we offer. There's something for everybody. The Monday morning Bible study and faith and values are taking a break through the summer and will return in September. The Liberal Religious Fellowship will meet on the second and fourth Sundays of the month through August. This Sunday, we will meet in the resident cottage from 2 to 3 p.m. for conversation and refreshments. Also, the Nook is open every day from 10 to 2, except on Sundays. Please stop by, browse, and sign up to win the 4th of July basket. This week's Enrichment Hour is at 7:30 on Tuesday, June 25th in the Glenn Center Auditorium. We'll have a special guest, the Davis McCormick Choir, making music come alive. The selections include barbershop to gospel to glee club styles. There's music for everyone to enjoy, so please come down. Again, that is 7:30 on Tuesday, June 25th, here in the Glenn Center Auditorium. Vespers this week will feature the 250th USA Independent Service and Annual Vespers Recognition. Please join us from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. Sunday, June 28th, right here in the auditorium. So that's it for some of the stuff that's canceled. This week's activities are on Monday. We have Bible study from 11 to 2 in the multi-purpose room. Cue and Cushion is from 1 to 2 in the residence cottage. Also today, the Model Railroad is open from 1 to 2, and the Museum Cottage is from 2:30 to 4:30, and then we have Pickleball is from 1 to 3 at the outside courts. On Tuesday, we have Weaving from 9:30 to 11:30 in the craft room, and then Cornhole from 1 to 2 in the auditorium. And then we finish up the day with Euchre from 2 to 4 at the fireplace. On Wednesday, we have Painting and Drawing from 9:30 to 11:30, and Stained Glass from 1 to 3, and both of those are in the craft room. We also have BB Bells from 10:30 to 11:30, and Recorders from 12:30 to 1:30, which is in the rehearsal room for both of those. We finish the day with cheer volleyball from 3 to 4 in the multi-purpose room. On Thursday, we'll start the morning early at 7 to 8 a.m. with the Old Coots Coffee and Donuts right here by the fireplace. The White Elephant is open from 9 to 11 on Thursdays, and also it's open from 9 to 11 on the first Saturday of every month. Cue and Cushion will be from 1 to 3 in the residence cottage. On Friday, again, Old Coots Coffee and Donuts from 7 to 8 at the fireplace, and then we just have pickleball from 1 to 3 at the tennis courts. On Saturday, we have ping pong from 10 to 11:30 in the multi-purpose room. We also have chair volleyball from 3 to 4 in the multi-purpose room. Shuffleboard will be from 10:30 to 12 right here in the auditorium. And then we'll have our potluck, of course, which is 5 to 6, also right here in the auditorium. We have a really busy week ahead, so there's something for everybody, so please participate. Back to you, Sherry.
There is a lot of activities to do. So we can say it's morning.
Yeah, sure can that.
Well, ordinarily, we have a devotion before our interview, but instead today we have a moment to reflect on Betsy, or not on Betsy, but for Betsy, on what she shares about a poem that has been inspiring from her through the Pulver Flower Garden. So good morning, Betsy, and welcome, and thank you for sharing with us today of this poem. You made this poem up?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure our residents would love to hear what you have to share and what you make up.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Moving to Bristol Village was a highly traumatic experience for me, and absolutely nothing was going right during those first few days. Everything changed when I accidentally wandered into the wildflower woods. It instantly became a deeply special place for me, providing the exact peace and encouragement I needed to ground myself and move forward. A few days later, I wrote this poem. Weary and heavy-laden, burdened down by life's unexpected blows, shoulders drooping in despair. How do I make it through this day? But in the distance, a path beckons. Wallowing in hopelessness, I take the path and find myself in a sanctuary, far from the troubles of my world. A feeling of peace begins to watch over me. The silence, all those beautiful violets, waves of violets everywhere, daffodils poking through, and even a lonely dandelion or two brightening the scene. I remember little hands clutching tightly the most beautiful bouquet in the world, violets and dandelions picked on the way home from school. How blessed I am for memories. I see the little buckeye tree and remember the tall, stately giant I planted 40 years ago. The Virginia bluebells remind me of another place so long ago where I used to find sanctuary. Somehow, the world seems a little brighter. In the quietness and shade of the wildflower woods, I see the beginnings of spring, a world that just a few weeks ago looked so dismal and dead in the throes of winter storms has come alive, heralding in all its glory the hope of things to come. Somehow, the burdens of the world seem lighter. Refreshed, I leave this place of peace and tranquility, ready to tackle those tasks that were so overwhelming just a short time ago.
Beautiful. You can pull up yourself. How smart.
I didn't even use AI.
That's awesome. This is really good. Well, today I'm really happy to have two of our weed warriors here this morning. Betsy, you just know her, and Berney, to tell us more about the Pulver Flower Garden and about why we're celebrating a birthday. And I believe it's like 20 years. 20 years. Well, welcome. Good morning, ladies. It's good to have both of you here this morning. You can now have a little work. That's all right. This can be considered work, isn't it? Yes. Well, listen, we're going to get you started. I know you both have been involved in the Pulver for a few years. Could one of you share of how you got involved?
Well, when I came in 2013, I was already Ohio Master Gardener, and people asked me, what things do you like to do? And I said, gardening. So that disappointed the British players. But then people started to say, would you work with the wildflower woods? Because the person who started the wildflower woods, and I haven't met her yet, is quite ill and she can't do it anymore. And she's worried that it's going to fall into disrepair. So in the first years, actually, I only worked occasionally, and with the Sonagills and with Betsy and others, they would have work days. But over time, we decided we really needed to be there every week. And so we have started the Weed Warriors and moved forward.
That's awesome. And we're being the Weed Warriors. I know that wasn't a question, but oh, Betsy did it. Leave it to Betsy. Okay. Well, how did the wildflower woods get its name?
Karen just mentioned the little lady who started it, and that was Mary Cooper. She lived on Robin in her backyard. It was a wooded area, and she loved that. But she had a vision that everyone should have access to something like that. Well, did you know that Bristol Village had a village dump? They did at the end of the day. The refrigerators, TVs, and such have been dumped there along with other stuff. And her vision was to transform this dump into a wildflower woods. Now, one thing about Mary Cooper, she let me know in no uncertain terms that it was the wildflower woods, not a garden. Oh, I made the mistake of calling the wildflower garden.
Oh, because she's going up there in heaven right now. Right all in the garden. So it's wildflower woods.
Yes, it's the wildflower woods.
Well, where do you get your funds when it comes to the plants and the nourishment of feeding the flowers and stuff? I mean, that can be pricey.
Well, the foundation actually offered to manage money for us and allow people to make their donations through the foundation. So we get part of it through memorial funds that people want to honor someone and they put money in. And other people just give a free will offering through the foundation to us. And then the Arts and Crafts Committee has gone in with us on some of the things. And we've had donations of tools and equipment. So,
other than donations, how can we help as residents? Is there a way we can be a benefit?
come work with us.
Okay. Weed Warriors. Do we get a shirt like that, Betsy?
Yes.
We will.
If you want to see them. We provide hands-on training. If you have never done it before, we start you with one sort of weed or one type of thing to do. And once you get really used to that and you know it, then we introduce you to something new. Wow. And so you can move on so that after you're working with us, you're quite knowledgeable. Okay. And we even have a poison ivy person. And she sprays not only in the Cooper wildflower woods, but she checks throughout the village. She sees poison ivy. She marks it with a white flag. So if you see any white flags in the wildflower woods or around the village, be careful, it's poison ivy.
Okay. And not only that, working in a wildflower garden, the woods, you have the hummingbird garden you look at and the gray road.
Yes.
Could you tell those that are new here where they're located and what days and times you guys work?
Okay. On Mondays, right now, there are a group of Weed Warriors working here at the Glen Center in the Hummingbird Garden. And the Hummingbird Garden is really open to anyone. All you have to do is walk through the door and go out there. It's very pleasant to sit in that area and just enjoy the flowers that are there. Those are nursery plants, basically. And there are some native things there too, but back in the woods, it's all wild plants. And then we also maintain the elevated railway, outdoor railway for the railroad club. And we do that 1 hour after we start in the Hummingbird Garden. We move over there and clean that up and get it ready for the fellows to run their trains. And every week then on Tuesdays, that's the Wednesday.
This takes a lot of time to it, because that's a big area.
Yeah, well, the more people we have, the easier it is. Yeah. And afterwards, you might tell them about the prairie garden that's on there. Ah, yes. Carol Waters came a few years ago, and she's very knowledgeable and very good about all of this stuff. So she researched what would a prairie look like here, because there were prairies as well as woods. And she found all the right seeds, and so now there is growing every year wildflower garden out in the prairie. And the thing about the prairie, you really should go and look at it, because you will find in the daytime there are butterflies, there are hummingbird moths, they're small little guys, but they move like hummingbirds, and lots of different kinds of bees busy on all those plants out there. And then also, sit down for a bit in the gazebo and just watch things go by. It is nature, and it is very calming and very peaceful.
And you'll find at the end of Wendy, the wildflower woods. We're saying this for sure. And then, of course, the railroad garden is over here on Leisure and Robin. All right, I have another question for you before. How are you going to be celebrating the birthday?
Quietly.
Okay.
Since it occurs between the stroll, run, and roll and the 4th of July parade, we decided that we would not have another big thing, but why not check out the area, everyone, on the 23rd and follow the balloons and enjoy the Cooper wildfire woods.
Sounds good. Well, these ladies can zero home. Thank you for both of you being here, and get back to work so everything is good. And if you need, or you might want to volunteer for something like this, contact Betsy Hall at Pulver. We'd love to have you on board. We certainly will. It would really help a lot. I know the RV folks out, and they don't stay the whole season, because you just pretty much do this, not necessarily just summer. Don't you do a little bit in the winter and fall?
Well, yeah, a little spring. But we do spring to fall with the RV volunteers, and they are a huge help to us.
So that's good. Oh, thank you. And we'll catch you up there in the village. All right. God bless you. Have a great week. Thank you. And watch out for the rain. It's going to be raining this week. But that's okay. It comes in the season. Well,
And then things are
yes, more weeds too, right? Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started on our upcoming events. First, I'd like to mention how proud Bristol Village is for several of our residents supporting the Senior Olympics this year and came home with some medals. There, Dave Adams with a bronze medal for golf, and he also qualified for the 2027 Olympics. And then Betsy Hall, you just saw, she's 90, okay, plus. And her and Irene Martin came home with a gold and 2 bronze medals playing table tennis, or what we call ping pong. So they did really great. Steve Tojak, he not qualified, but he did complete pillars, which is what we call pool. And Doug Hope came home with a silver on that one. And then if you've noticed throughout the village, this young man with a helmet on and riding his bike, that is Len Caden. He's working up for his competition in riding a bike coming up very soon. So we'll hear more about what he comes home with. It should be probably at home. But he is really at it for doing that. But next year, I'm sure there'll be more of us that want to maybe try to spread your wings and challenge yourselves to great expectations, because you just never know what you can do. Now, if you missed the residents' meeting last Wednesday in person or on BBTV, I'd like to mention some highlights. In the village, you will see some new speed limit signs, plus a stop sign to improve safety on our roads. You also need to slow down, because there's lots of outside villagers that come in with their children riding bikes and what have you, as well as some of the seniors that like to see you walk in the streets. Just be careful of that and take your speed. Watch that, and make sure you stop at stop signs. Plus, with the heat of summer, with the sun, we do have a nice walking track. And lots of fun activities like Stacy had mentioned. We've got exercise classes, dancing, games with shuffleboard, chair volleyball and such. And not only that, if you don't like doing that sort of stuff, we have cards, games, and puzzles. And just to kind of get around and talk with the old kids. So just get out and use your mind and soul and just stay active. Susan and Charlotte also gave us a little bit of a report on the refreshment refreshing Operating Center. But I talked to her a little bit last night, and that's still in the workings. It still won't happen, but they're trying to figure out these activities that they don't want to store and seeing where they can put them and make arrangements for that. So it will be coming. There's been a gift donation of funds for the beauty shop there at the Bristol Health. And ladies, you're still welcome to go over there if you like. And then we also have a 2026 van. It's a Voyager van that was given from one of our residents. We thank you very much. And we are so blessed to have such gifts like this. And speaking of transportation, this fiscal year that just passed, that's about over, they supplied rides of 1,286 rides, believe it or not, for our life users. And that's going through, it is. It's going through Pike County and to Chill Coffee. So we really want to thank our foundation as well as our donors for helping making these services available. The First Presbyterian Church, Hungry in Heaven, is a celebration of God's Word. Just 5 minutes off here on 2nd Street on Smith Drive. They have a church up there at the hill with mowed paths and benches to sit and rest. With 4 acres of wildflowers. Now, we've already got our wildflowers here, but this is all set up so a nice view to take in and enjoy. During the July and August month is when there are peak times for June and such flowers. But the time and date set for this event is Saturday, July 11th. It's from 10 to 11, or in the cool of the evening from 4 to 5. Sometimes that could be a hot time, too. You never know. They do have some water and popcorn. Now, if you're interested to sign up for this, get your pencil ready. You can register with Amanda Perkins. And her phone number is 740-289-4837. Or you can email her at perkins.715@osu.edu. Okay. Reminder, the 4th of July coming around the corner, just like Betsy had mentioned. We got a lot of things going on through the season of summer. But on July 2nd, starting at 10 o'clock with line-up for the parade, and then lunch to follow with some fun activities. Actually, an enactment of two of our residents is doing an enactment. Get these words turned around, and plus music, games, a dunk tank. I'm not going to find myself in there. No, either. And so that more. So, speaking of more, there will be an inside center. And inside the center will be a multi-purpose room. Will be an all-American bake sale, drawing 2 baskets from the milk. Plus, added to this is vendors from our community of Waverly. So come out and help celebrate the 250th birthday. And I do have a correction for Sharon Webb, who is overseeing the American bake sale. Her phone number is 740-935-9322. I'm going to turn this back to you, Stacy.
So we would like to thank everybody. The Hummingbird Movie Night and Box Center is officially sold out. This event will be held this Friday, June 26th from 4:30 to 7:30. And we'd like to thank everybody for supporting this great event and for all the people that set it up. It should be a really fun night for everybody. Also, Block 4 will be hosting a party on Saturday, June 27th from 2 to 4 in the auditorium. The theme is red, white, blue, and moon. So please tune in to BBTV for all the updates to see what that moon entails. We also like to thank everyone that participated in our stroll, run, or roll for Bristol. Thanks to the dedicated staff and volunteers, it was a huge success.
It was, and Block 5, which is Bristol Court, won the most residents that participated participated in the stroll run, and I think a lot of them slipped in. But they get a free dinner, and the top three of those where the money went. Now, Berney, where you said you wanted to go, you did go. But the top three, third place was Sight and Sound. I don't know exactly the amount necessarily, but they did come in three. Believe it or not, Bristol area came in second, and the last one was where it was most needed here in the village. So, we want to thank you for your participation and your dedication, plus your contributions. It really makes Bristol Village work, and without you, we couldn't do it. So I think that's it. Is there anything more we have to share? You have a movie night?
Yep, we have movie night this Saturday on Saturday, June 27th. The movie is Defending Your Life by Meryl Streep as the star. It's a romantic comedy, and it's the afterlife of two individuals who are actually in the afterlife. So Meryl Streep, it should be a great movie. Yeah, that is Saturday, June 27th.
So you have two movies.
We do. We've got a busy weekend. And also, I'd just like to mention there will be our first ever Pride Walk in Waverly on Friday, June 26th at 4 p.m. Please meet at Canal Park at 211 Ford Avenue. So, lots to participate this week here in Bristol. So, Tina, back to you.
Well, I'm so glad that you came this morning, Stacy, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you. It's been great.
Yes, and
Thanks
it's
for
really
having
big
me.
help. Okay. Well, for June, it's just about over. And I thought I'd just throw in a little trivia, which includes some fascinating historical, astronomical, and cultural milestones. It is named after Juno, which is the Roman goddess of marriage and childbirth. And it serves as an official start of summer in the northern hemisphere, with the summer solstice. That means the solstice. Well, this marks the longest day in the northern hemisphere. Also, too, the Nobel Prize winners are born in June. The more that they have in June, and than any other month, actually. Also, the official birth flower for June are roses and honeysuckle. So we've really talked about a lot of flowers and really sure stuff, haven't we? Not that we're not too wild. And she's going to a wedding. Her son's getting married this weekend up in Detroit.
Yeah, my son's getting married on Friday in Detroit, so exciting.
Just a little bit about Stacy. We got a couple of minutes. Her husband works at the egg plant, which I was talking to you this morning about getting him as an interview. Can you tell us a little bit anything more about yourself before we close?
So, yeah, my husband and I relocated here in October from Buffalo, New York. We were there the last 14 years. So it's been great. We love it here. Love the community. Everything has been fabulous. So we're here for a little while in Ohio, closer to my kids. So it's great. It's a lot of fun.
Well, it's good to have you. And I'll probably have her more. She's going to be here for 3 years and might just kind of connect with you. Well, listen, we all love being connected with you this morning, and we just pray that you have a great week. Just stay dry. I mean, we didn't mention the weather, but as you noticed in watching TV, it's going to be a little bit rainy. Nice day tomorrow. Nice day kind of like a Thursday. But rain in and out. So just watch the weather, and we'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.